Good evening, and welcome to the St. Michael's University School graduation ceremony. Please join us for the singing of O Canada. One of the four pillars of St. Michael's University School is respect. With this in mind, we acknowledge that our school rests in the heart of Strait Salish territory, a living culture with its own rites, ceremonies, and unfolding history. We honor the Esquimalt, Songhees, and Wisanic peoples whose homelands we share and whom we recognize as our neighbors. Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Elliot Anderson, and it is my honor to host this ceremony that celebrates the talents and accomplishments of the young people here with us today. Soon, we will have a moment to honor each graduate as they cross the stage to close this particular chapter in their life's journey. It is a bittersweet moment, a moment to reflect on the past and to stride forward into the future. I would offer that it is a moment that we should all endeavor to be acutely present in. To help with this, we have professional photographers, videographers, and live streamers who are capturing this evening for us. Please keep your devices away for the night and allow yourself and everyone to be present. The world is in a challenging place at the moment, and it is going to need strong leadership, bright minds, collaborative spirits, and above all, kind people to help us navigate the future. We will see these traits cross the stage in spades this evening. There is so much potential for leading, capacity for change, and a drive to make the world a better place within these students, your children. Indeed, they are an inspirational group of young people, and we can be full of hope for how they will impact our communities and the world as they leave our school. We should also acknowledge that behind each of these individuals is a dedicated support team, a network of parents, guardians, and friends who have served as supporters, as guides, and as mentors. You have provided a shoulder to lean on, offered a hand up after a stumble, or put your hands together in applause after a moment of success. Graduates, please join me in extending some gratitude to your supporters who are gathered here for you this evening. Thank you. Also, a critical part of this network is our teaching faculty. It can be said that every high school student should move on with successes under their belts, achievements noted, and a few experiences along the way that provided some exceptional challenges, maybe even the odd scraped knee that comes along with a hard lesson learned. It is our faculty that provide these experiences and also form the network to help our students get back on their feet. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for all of their efforts over the course of the year in supporting the students here tonight. At this time of year, we should also take a moment to acknowledge those amongst our faculty who have decided to move into retirement. Miss Deanna Cato's career is nothing short of incredible. She has taught math, physics, and physical education at every grade level, and she even had to go as an athletic director at one point in her career. She has taught in multiple schools across the country, and we are so fortunate that she found her way to us 14 years ago. In her time with us, Ms. Cato has raised her family in boarding, taught the highest level of math we offer, and been a mainstay of our athletics department. As a much-loved and greatly respected faculty member, her wisdom and insight were often sought out whenever we were discussing complex problems or situations. Deanna, on behalf of everyone here tonight, congratulations on your retirement. And of course, we also have a retiring head of school with us this evening. It is hard to believe that Mr. Turner has been with us for 7 years. Time has just flown by. Some of you will have heard one of Mr. Turner's favorite phrases: one must judge on outcome. We may even hear it in a few moments when he speaks about our graduates. So, if we take a moment to consider the school's outcomes under Mark's leadership, we find an impressive list. A strategic plan that is well underway to being realized. We have a transformative addition to the junior school. You will see a new middle school rising from the ground on your way out this evening, and we have visions for a new STEAM center on the Senior School campus that are coming to a fruition. Also in Mr. Turner's time, we have welcomed the 4 beautifully carved spindle whorls that you see behind me. They represent our values that we bring from our past and now connect us with our way forward and are very much part of the rhythms of the school. Additionally, we have installed welcome poles at both our junior and senior campuses. And of course, we cannot forget how well the school performed during the pandemic under Mark's leadership. Mark, you have provided expert guidance, deep experience, and perhaps above everything, I have so valued your wisdom. You have positioned our school so well for an exciting future, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck and good fortune as you head into retirement. Congratulations from all of us. With that said, after 30 years of headship, I invite Mr. Turner to the podium for his final graduation speech. Mr. Turner.
Mr. Anderson, thank you very much indeed for that generous tribute. On my way in this evening, I was reminded that my first graduation speech 7 years ago was the 3 L's: look, listen, and learn. And I can promise you 3 L's this evening as well, but they'll be look, listen, and leave. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, honored guests. This evening we gather together not just to celebrate a milestone, but to honor a journey of growth, of learning, of resilience, of transformation. To our 168 graduates, this is your moment. You've earned it. Over many years, you've been imbued with values, built relationships, and shared the SMU experience. As we all contemplate moving on to broader horizons beyond the gates of our school, I'm deeply honored to stand before you as your retiring head of school on what many of you will remember as a day when you break out of the SMU chrysalis, flex your wings, and fly on to new, exciting opportunities beyond. Graduation is sometimes seen as an ending, but as I've often said, it's also a powerful beginning. It's the moment when the world opens up just a little bit wider, when the questions become more complex, and when your voice starts to echo in a chamber much bigger than this school. To symbolize this sense of our individual 168 graduates finding their voice in the wide world, we'll be pleased at the end of the ceremony to continue a tradition of ringing the school bell. This used to happen, 1 toll for each student. Today, when the time comes, we'll just make as much noise as possible. Listen out for it. Now let's take a moment to reflect back on how far you've traveled on your SMU journey. You arrived here as curious, sometimes uncertain individuals, each carrying your own dreams, fears, and questions. Over the years, you've grown not just in knowledge, but in character. You've learned to think critically, to speak with courage, to listen with empathy, and to act with integrity. You've faced challenges, some expected, others not, and you've overcome them with determination and grace. You are, after all, a generation that endured, even thrived through the challenges of COVID. Over the last few weeks at Alumni Chapel, at the final boarding chapel on Sunday, and at other assemblies, we've heard a great deal about the SMU family. You've had teachers who have inspired you, who have believed in you, even when you've doubted yourself. You've discovered passions, talents, and perhaps even a sense of purpose. And through it all, you've become more of who you are meant to be. The school mission window, designed by senior school art students and recently installed in chapel, symbolically captures the key elements of the SMU education. We arrive from multiple diverse routes, share formative learning experiences, build strong bonds, are inspired by the light of knowledge, and move onwards and upwards ever higher, always connected, even though we may be moving on to the furthest extremities of the canopy that unites us all. I recommend that before you leave, or when you next return, take one long last look. It's a great inspiration for reflection. As you all know, SMU aims to provide an outstanding preparation for life, but let's be realistic and not try to sugarcoat a harsh reality. The world you're moving into is complex, fast-changing, and at times frightening. You will encounter obstacles, you'll face setbacks, there will be moments where the path seems difficult, the gradient uphill, and the destination unclear. Despite all this, after 30 years as a head of school, I'm still an optimist. I have hope. How can this be? Well, over the last several years, I've seen what you're capable of, glimpses of your potential. I've seen your creativity, your compassion, your passion, and your courage. I've seen you stand up for what's right, and even when it wasn't easy. I've seen you lift each other up, celebrate each other's victories, and support each other through struggles. You're ready to take your contributions beyond the small world of SMU to areas that need you even more. So as you prepare to take your next steps, whether it's university, a career, or something entirely different, I want to leave you with a few words of advice. First, stay curious. The world is full of wonder, and learning doesn't end here. We often talk of intellectual curiosity and learning for life, so ask questions, seek understanding, be open to new ideas, seek out new people, particularly those who have opposing points of view to you. Respect them, debate with them. Curiosity is the spark that ignites innovation and drives progress. Carpe diem, seize the day. And finally, as you look to the future, remember where you came from. This school is a community. It will always be a part of you. Carry it with you, not as a burden, but as a foundation. Let the lessons you've learned here guide you. Let the friendships you've made here sustain you. And let the memories you've created here remind you of your strength, your potential, and your purpose. As I too look to exciting new possibilities, I have a full heart. I've had the honor of working alongside extraordinary educators, of witnessing generations of students grow into their own, and being part of a mission that truly matters. Retirement is not an end. It's the beginning of a new chapter. One I look forward to with excitement, even a little enthusiasm. But I will miss all this. I'll miss the energy of the first and last days of school. I'll miss the laughter in the hallways, the debates in the classrooms, the quiet moments of discovery in the library. I'll miss the joy of seeing students find their voice, their passion, their path. To Elizabeth, thank you for your unwavering support and providing such a strong family foundation. To faculty and staff, thank you for your dedication, your inspiration, and your belief in our students. You are the heart of this school. To parents and families, thank you for your sacrifice, your trust, your partnership, your support. Your role in the journey has been invaluable. And to our graduates, thank you for letting me be a part of your story. You have inspired me more than you know. As you go out into the world, know this: you are ready, you're capable, you're needed. The world is waiting for your ideas, for your leadership. Go forward to serve, go forward with honesty, go forward with courage, and in going forward, respect those around you. As Shakespeare so aptly put it, parting is such sweet sorrow. He also said in All's Well That Ends Well, I have too grieved a heart to take a tedious leave. So with that, congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you for your contributions to our SMU community. You leave it a stronger and better place than you found it. Kudos to you all, and that's kudos pronounced kudos. I ask you for one final indulgence. As some of you know, I'm very keen on little traditions. In the UK, as head of school, I would always end the speech with 3 cheers. And as you all know, it's our tradition to end a speech here with the acclamation Vivat. So this is a little bit of mass participation. I'm going to say hip hip, and I'd like you all to respond with a crescendo of Vivat. So are we ready for this, everybody? Can we do it? There's only one chance to get it right. So let's see how we go. I'm going to say the hip hip bit. You're going to respond with the loudest Vivat we've had for a long time. Here we go. Hip hip! Yeah! Brilliant. You've all passed. Thank you very much.
Kudos, Mr. Turner. It is now my pleasure to begin the celebration of our graduates. Our university counselors are a group of 5 educators who guide and support our students through their course selections, their academic pursuits, and their university applications. In tandem with our teaching faculty, they walk down the path to graduation with our students, and so it is fitting that they are here this evening to see them through this final rite of passage. Each advisor will recognize the accomplishments of their students with a graduation tribute. Our Director of University Counseling, Mrs. Ruth McGee, will begin the proceedings. Our Board Chair, Ms. Shelley Berlin, will present each graduate with their diploma as they cross the stage for a congratulatory handshake from Mr. Turner. And finally, Mr. Neil Mulholland will welcome each graduate into the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. On behalf of the university counselors and our dedicated faculty who have walked alongside these students through their SMU journey, it's a privilege to introduce the graduates today. The tributes that we've prepared really only offer a tiny glimpse into each student's time here. There's far more to their stories than we could ever capture in just a few words. Still, we've tried to reflect some of the meaningful moments and accomplishments and qualities to highlight each graduate's experience at SMU. As you listen, you'll hear graduates heading to all corners of the globe, and some staying closer to home, wherever home may be, to our 168 graduates from 17 different countries. In the fall, 65% of our graduating class will begin their studies in Canada at one of 22 post-secondary institutions. Another 12% will cross the border to attend universities in the US. 17 students are bound for the UK, and 19 more will study in Mexico, Asia, Australia, and across the EU. A few students will take time to travel, work, and explore before diving into what comes next. In front of you sit problem solvers, story weavers, bridge builders, and world makers. They are engineers, entrepreneurs, doctors and scientists, artists and performers, lawyers and industry leaders in the making, each one with a story unfolding. Several of our grads will be suiting up to play varsity sports next year. This year's class includes many scholarship recipients, ranging from the Moorhead Cain and our first ever Loran Award winner, to the Chancellor Scholarship at Queen's University, and many others, adding up to $3.9 million in scholarship offered to this year's graduating class. I think that's really Each graduate's path has been shaped with the encouragement of parents, caregivers, teachers and coaches, house parents, university counselors, and friends. Ultimately, the choice of where to go next and who to become was their own. We're proud of them and excited for what lies ahead. We can't wait to see what impact they will make and look forward to welcoming them back as alumni in years to come. Grads, I have one short PS for you. Unfortunately, this does not mark the end of emails. Every adult in the room can attest to the fact that you will continue getting emails, so please read your emails. Family, friends, and faculty, it's now my pleasure to introduce the graduates of 2025. Eduardo Armenta. Bolton House welcomed Eduardo, who came to us from Obregón, Mexico in grade 10. He credits his positive experience at the school to the close friendships he made in boarding, as well as the hiking, out trips, and jiu-jitsu activities he participated while at the school. As Spanish Club co-head, he was known for his kind and welcoming nature and passion for sharing his culture. Eduardo heads off to study business next fall at the University of Monterrey in Mexico. Pierre de Nantoy. From Paris, France, Pierre joined SMU in grade 9. This diligent student worked hard, challenging himself academically, claiming he spent more time on campus in grade 11 than he did at home. Given his study habits, this was highly possible. Loyal, friendly, and with just the slightest cheeky edge to his humor, his highlights were the good friendships made, especially while he's helping to run the real estate club with his friends last year. Pierre will study engineering at the University of British Columbia this fall. Rowan Denny. SMU welcomed Victoria local Rowan in grade 9, and she has made an impact on campus ever since, with her kind and friendly disposition and positive enthusiasm. She was active all 4 years on the rowing team, making great friends and earning accolades in the process. Rowan also shared the Gotcha crown with Davis and Marcus, not a small achievement. As co-head of the Service Council this year, she organized several successful fundraising initiatives. Rowan will study political science next fall at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, as part of the prestigious Moorhead-Keynes Scholarship Program. For outstanding commitment to community service at school, Rowan is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Ollie Dewar. When he moved to Victoria, Ollie joined SMU in grade 9. Kind and caring, Ollie thrived when meeting like-minded peers in Pride Club and musical theater. He loved the tight-knit community that worked on the prom. Keen and detail-oriented, Ollie could regale anyone with his love of dinosaurs, a passion that may lead to becoming a paleontologist one day. He doesn't seem to think that I would remember his passion for the Parasaurolophus, but I did. Ollie heads off to the University of Victoria to study science in the fall. Jack Driscoll. Jack, a Victoria local, joined SMU in grade 3. Always positive and kind, he excelled on the court and the pitch. Highlights included winning the Victoria Police Tournament in basketball and touring France and Italy with their rugby team last year. Jack was never more animated than when playing sports or talking about sports. He remembered fondly a spring hiking trip, except for when Mr. Farish made his group hike an extra 10 kilometers. Come September, Jack will represent the University of Victoria on the rugby pitch while studying humanities. Kate Fraser. SMU welcomed Victoria-born Kate in grade 6 with her characteristic humor, hard work, empathy, and kindness. She enjoyed the community at SMU, excelled in soccer and volleyball, and had especially fond memories of her Ucluelet kayaking trip with the Outdoor Leadership Program. With her positive energy and welcoming nature, she was a link leader in her final year. Her parting advice is wise. Character is built in the classroom, but integrity is tested in the Howard line. Kate is excited to head to the University of Edinburgh in the fall to study business with a marketing focus. Davis Hardy. Davis, an avid and decorated athlete, joined SMU in grade 8 when his family moved here from Portland, Oregon. He capably represented the Jags on the soccer pitch and basketball court, where he was recognized as a provincial all-star. He also served as co-head of Athletic Council, successfully reviving the double clap in Assembly. A kind and caring presence around campus, he enjoyed time with friends, especially on the grade 11 rock climbing trip, and winning the Gotcha Crown with Rowan and Marcus. Davis will study kinesiology while playing varsity basketball at the University of Calgary next fall. For excellence in athletics combined with character and scholarship, Davis is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Cameron Jones. SMU welcomed Cameron in grade 4, and this resilient student and talented musician was a key member of the trumpet section of the senior concert band. We were treated to his outstanding performance at this year's Remembrance Day ceremony. An avid armchair film critic, he helped maintain the school's film club, joining with friends to talk about movies. Loving all things politics and having taken almost every social science course we offer, Cameron now heads to Dalhousie University next fall to study political science. Charlotte Kwok. From Hong Kong, Charlotte joined Timus House in grade 10. This talented artist valued the many opportunities to follow her creative passions at SMU. She was deeply impacted by the experience of living and boarding, from the friendships she developed to the fun competitions during house games. She enjoyed the joys and challenges she encountered at SMU, which helped her build both resilience and confidence. Next fall, Charlotte will study psychology at the University of Glasgow in Scotland. Masataka Matsuzaki. From Tokyo, Japan, Barnacle House welcomed Masa in grade 8, a boarding lifer. He enjoyed the community of lifelong friends he made at SMU and will be remembered as a good friend who always tried his best. He enjoyed his time in the fitness center, where he learned to develop consistency, balance, and resilience. Masa will return to Japan to study in the School of International Liberal Studies at Waseda University in the fall. Jack McQueen. Victoria's own Jumpin' Jack Flash joined SMU in grade 9, making an impression with his family-friendly manner and contributing to the tight-knit community he valued so much. He had a great sense of humor and could talk himself out of any kind of trouble. An avid tennis player, he enjoyed team trips to compete at provincials. Not one to let spirits be dampened, Jack fondly remembers a rainy spring hiking trip along the Juan de Fuca Trail with Outdoor Ed. Next fall, Jack will be studying kinesiology at the University of Victoria. Sasinat Mimani. Sasinat arrived to Winslow House from Chiang Mai, Thailand in grade 9. Creative by nature, she loved developing her artistic talent and seeing her art displayed at the annual Spring Art Show. We often saw her smiling and helpful face in the Howard Cafe, where she served with the business club. She enjoyed open mic nights, Sure Gold pancakes, and events that brought the school community together. Sasinat will head off to the University of Melbourne in Australia to study psychology. Zara Nico Sishani. Born in Manila, Zara now calls Victoria home and joined SMU in grade 6. Ever since, she has enjoyed the academic opportunities and friendships she made here. Cheerful, outgoing, and always kind, she was a natural fit for a link leader, welcoming new students to the school this year. As co-head of the grad committee, she worked hard to promote school spirit and celebrate this year's grad class. Off campus, she enjoyed working in TV and film. Next fall, Zara will study business at McGill University with an eye to eventually study law. Alex Pan. From Hong Kong, Alex joined SMU in grade 7. He was a keen track and field athlete who enjoyed the friendships he developed through his involvement in athletics. He appreciated the inclusive welcome and loyal friendships he found at SMU, and was happy to give back by way of the Link Leader program, helping to integrate new students to our community. Alex will be studying business administration at York University in Toronto next fall. Oliver Presello. SMU welcomed grade 4 Oliver to the school as a day student. This outgoing and approachable outdoor enthusiast was head of the Outdoor Council and enjoyed a memorable sea kayaking trip in grade 11. He was also a committed member of the SMU rowing program and is proud to have won many races and titles, including at nationals. Oliver will take his rowing prowess to the crew at Santa Clara University in California, where he will also study computer engineering. Harris Rothwell. Harris moved to Victoria and joined SMU in grade 3. He enjoyed playing on the senior boys soccer team and contributing to the camaraderie of the team. Outdoor education taught him valuable life lessons, where he also forged lifetime friendships. Winter camping was the pinnacle experience for Harris, both for the challenge and for the sense of accomplishment. You'll find Harris working hard and wielding his dry sense of humor while studying engineering at McGill University next fall. Julia Rothwell. After moving to Victoria, Julia came to SMU in grade 3. An avid outdoor adventurer, she valued the opportunities to participate in out trips, especially winter camping. She found leading younger students on outdoor adventures also impactful. A positive and enthusiastic presence on campus, she was a dedicated member of the soccer program throughout her middle and senior years at SMU. Julia is excited to study business at Babson College in Wellesley, Massachusetts in the fall. Henry Scudamore. Hailing from Vancouver, Henry joined Bolton House in grade 8 as a boarding lifer. Known for being kind and generous, Henry was always up to try new things, from sports like rowing and rugby to clubs such as engineering and politics. Each experience gave him an opportunity to explore his interests and passions and meet like-minded peers. He also greatly enjoyed his outdoor education adventures. Next fall, Henry will be studying engineering science at Simon Fraser University. I, Tan Yuan Anwang. Bolton House welcomed I from Nonthaburi, Thailand in grade 9. He valued the Bolton Brotherhood, making lifelong friendships and memories, especially during intense house competitions. He appreciated his time in the concert band and the thrill he experienced in performance. Experiential learning was a highlight, with the most memorable being his Mandarin class trip to Vancouver's Chinatown. I is excited to start his studies at the Sauder School of Business at UBC next fall. Peter Wang. From Beijing, Peter came to SMU in grade 8, later joining Bolton House in grade 10, where he became a head of house this year. This avid musician performed in every ensemble SMU offered and was a founding member of Wang and the Gang. Woo! Highlights of his time at SMU included the Salts trip in grade 10 and travels with the music program and rugby teams. Next fall, Peter heads to the UBC to study in the Bachelor of International Economics program. For his excellent contribution to the school, Peter is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Tina Wang. Victoria local Tina joined SMU in grade 8. Known for her studious work ethic, she valued the wide variety of academic opportunities and challenges that SMU offered. She was active on the sailing team and a co-head of the Formula One Club. A kind and friendly face on campus, she made an excellent link leader this year, helping new students make connections. Next fall, Tina will be studying law at the London School of Economics in the UK. Stacy Zhu. A Victoria local, Stacy joined SMU in grade 7 and was known for her hardworking nature, her kindness, and taste for adventure. She enjoyed adrenaline-filled experiences in outdoor education, having fun off campus while building trusting friendships. A highlight for her was a spring break trip to Japan, where she got to share the wonder and discovery with friends as she traveled. Next fall, Stacy will be studying in the science faculty at the University of British Columbia. I would now like to invite Aaron Lee to the podium to present his group of graduates.
Fatma Al-Helrami, a Takatuf scholar from Salalah, Oman. Fatma joined Timmins House in grade 11 and quickly became a valued member of the SMU community. She found the boarding environment gave her a deep sense of belonging and lifelong friendships. She served as a link leader and participated in the biology and chemistry clubs, while volunteering at Our Place deepened her empathy and engagement to helping others. She will continue her academic journey next year, studying biochemistry at University College London. And for her outstanding commitment to the community service outside of the school, she is a recipient of the Gruz Salver Award. Imad Al-Hosaibi. Imad, a Takatuf scholar from Adem, Oman, joined Bolton House in grade 11. As a head of house and head of the Arabic club, he led with humility, compassion, and strength. From mentoring younger students to sharing his culture and connecting through rugby, Imad brought warmth and purpose to all he did. Respected by peers and staff, he will pursue an integrated bachelor's and master's program in mechanical engineering along with finance at University College London. Jaden Berger North. A day student from Victoria, Jaden joined SMU in grade 9 and instantly stood out as a passionate, well-rounded student. As head of the academic council, he also played lead trumpet in ensembles, joined the engineering club, and competed provincially in senior boys badminton. In his senior year, he focused on growing his own educational services company. Jane will continue his academic journey next year, studying computer science at the University of British Columbia. And for his excellent contribution to the school, Jane is the recipient of a Head of School Award. Veronika Blashkova. Originally from Brno, Czech Republic, Veronika joined Timoshouse this year, bringing her a decade-long passion for dance. Initially unsure whether her dance journey would continue in Canada, she soon felt inspired by its energy once again. Boarding life was a new experience that helped her grow personally, and at SMU, she discovered that home is defined by love and support. Next year, Veronika will return to the Czech Republic to study law at Masaryk University. Katerina Bowman. Katerina joined Simon's House in grade 11 from Munich, Germany, and became an active member of the school community. As a boarding prefect and leader of the music production and songwriting club, she inspired others with her creativity and leadership. She participated in concert choir, athletics, and various clubs, and excelled in the senior school spring production. Her favorite highlight was a 2024 trip to Japan. Katerina will pursue medical studies at the European University Cyprus School of Medicine in Frankfurt, Germany. Aaron Charusathiara. Hailing from Bangkok, Thailand, Aaron joined Winslow House in grade 9. She participated in the French club in field hockey, finding joy in learning alongside friends and connecting with new people. Though initially reluctant about house duties, she came to value the shared experiences and friendships they fostered. Known for her curiosity and strong work ethic, she will pursue politics and international relations at University College London. Sofia Yemelianenko. Joining Timoshouse in grade 9 from Polgar, Russia, Sofia quickly became a vibrant part of the school community. As a link leader and co-head of the Slavic Club, she was passionate about sharing the culture she grew up in. She played field hockey and found a true sense of belonging through rugby, which became a source of joy and friendship. Sofia will pursue a degree at the EU Business School in Geneva, Switzerland, to study administration and management next year. Emily Fleck. From Geneva, Switzerland, Emily joined Winslow House in grade 10 and made a lasting mark as a head of house. A standout in cross-country, track and field hockey, she cherished the overnight trips and celebrated the senior team's island championship wins. Passionate about service, she led fundraisers, served as a student's ambassador, and sat on the service council. Emily will study health sciences at the University of Ottawa while serving in the House of Commons Page program. And for her excellent contribution to the school, Emily is the recipient of a Head of School Award. Drisley Governor. A day student from Victoria, Drisley began her smooth journey in grade 2 and has left a meaningful legacy. She served as a prefect, founded and led the Reconciliation Circle, co-head a book club, and organized the chapel music program. Passionate about equity, she spoke at the pole-raising ceremony and joined carving workshops. A talented performer and leader, she was involved in musical theater, service work, and the Vital Youth program. Drisley will study medicine at University College Dublin next year, and for her outstanding contribution to the community by building bridges for the betterment of the school, Drisley is a recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award. Addison Grady. Addison joined Simon's House in grade 10 from Quinno, BC, and has been a valued member of the boarding community ever since. As a link leader, she embraced every opportunity to support others while building strong, lasting friendships. She will never forget the outdoor leadership trips to Tofino, where she served and bonded with peers at the start of each year. Known as a determined, kind, and hardworking student, Addison will study criminology at Simon Fraser University. Molly Gramada. Molly, a day student from Victoria, joined SMU in grade 9 and was an active member of the school community. She was involved in the Intercultural Council, Wellbeing Council, and played on the girls' rugby team, building lasting friendships and embracing school spirit. A highlight of her time at SMU was a rugby tour to France and Italy. Known for her kindness and strong work ethic, Molly plans to study kinesiology at McGill University. Maya Hooksman. Originally from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, the Maya began her SMU journey in grade 2 and has grown into a thoughtful and creative member of the school community. Through her involvement in the film club and the squash team, she developed passion and perseverance. Her standout experiences included running sound for the school musicals in grades 10 and 12, where she explored sound design and technical theater alongside professional engineers. Maya will pursue film production and entertainment at Capilano University. Carlo Kingston Skierman Hollis. A day student from Victoria, Kingston joined SMU in grade 8 and quickly grew into a leader and positive force within the school community. As co-head of the Wellbeing Council and a member of the Athletic Council, Engineering, and Real Estate clubs, he expressed a strong passion for student life. A standout moment was touring Europe with the SMU rugby team, a life-changing experience. Kingston will pursue commerce at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario. Adam Hui. From Hong Kong, Adam joined Barnacle House in grade 10 and became an enthusiastic member at SMU. As co-head of the Psychology Club, he enjoyed leading presentations and activities that inspired curiosity among peers. Over the summer, he deepened his academic interests by writing a research paper with a UCLA professor. Known for his sharp wit and laid-back approach to boarding life, Adam is off to the University of Southern California to pursue psychology. Rebecca Hung. Rebecca joined Timmins House in grade 9 from Vancouver and quickly became an active member of the boarding community. She was recognized for her reliability, attentiveness, and artistic talent. Rebecca made notable contributions through her involvement in the business and Formula One clubs and served as an admissions ambassador. Her role at Howard's Cafe exemplified her passion for service and leadership. She will continue her academic journey studying psychology at McGill University. Cohen Lebrecq. Cohen joined SMU in grade 10 from Qualicum Beach, BC. Leading Barnacle House as a head of house, he showed strong leadership skills and built lasting friendships through house events and shared experiences. He was also head of the film club and a member of the volleyball and track and field teams, while his school highlight was surfing in Tofino. Cohen will study film production at York University in Toronto. Vito Lau. Vito joined Harvey House in grade 10 from Hong Kong and was a positive presence at SMU. He was active in clubs including the Business, Cantonese, Thai Culture, and Strings Ensemble, and played senior rugby until a knee injury tested his resilience and deepened his gratitude. Known for his optimism, kindness, and perseverance, Vito formed lasting friendships that made SMU feel like home. He will study commerce at the University of British Columbia next year. Zaki Pehe. Zaki, a day student from Victoria, joined SMU in grade 7 and made a lasting impact through sports, volunteering, as well as the engineering and real estate clubs. Known for his respectful nature and work ethic, he especially valued organizing summer basketball camps. He believes his SMU experience helped him grow as a team player, strengthen collaboration and listening skills on and off the field. Zaki will study medicine at Griffith University in Australia. Smart Perkisi Road. From Bangkok, Thailand, Smart joined Harvey House in grade 9. As co-head of the Thai Culture Club and an active member of both the Canto and entrepreneurship clubs, he embraced opportunities to share his culture and explore new interests. His favorite memory was the outdoor education salt sailing trip, especially sleeping aboard a wooden tall ship. Smart appreciated the supportive and welcoming SMU community and plans to study business at City University of London next year. Kyle Sheck. Kyle joined SMU in grade 10 from Hong Kong and has since been an engaged member of Bolton House and the wider school community. As a prefect, he led with compassion and integrity. He was a captain of the badminton team and played a key role in organizing the STEAM Fair through his active involvement in the academic council. He now looks forward to pursuing engineering at the University of British Columbia. Sky Tampafat. Sky joined Barnacle House in grade 11 from Bangkok, Thailand, and quickly became an active and valued member of the school community. He participated in a wide range of activities, including the Athletic Council, economics, entrepreneurs, and Thai culture clubs. A standout member of the senior rugby team, he especially enjoyed traveling to France and Italy with the team. Sky will pursue kinesiology at UMass Amherst in the fall. Jessie Wang. Originally from Shanghai, China, Jessie joined SMU in grade 6 and became a dynamic force within the school community. As founder of the Classical Music Society and co-head of the Philosophy Club, Jessie also led multiple music ensembles while pursuing research in cognitive science at UVic. Her passion for chamber music, combined with her devotion to psychiatry, reflects her deep curiosity and ambition. Jessie will study psychology at University of California, San Diego in the fall. Ewan Weber Smith. A day student from Victoria, Ewan joined SMU in grade 6 and quickly immersed himself in school life. He was involved in a range of activities from the athletic council to the engineering, MedTalk, and real estate clubs. A passionate rugby player, he competed at provincials for 4 years and cherished the 2024 Tour de France in Italy. Ewan will study kinesiology and play varsity rugby at the University of British Columbia. Eden Williams. From Seattle, Washington, Eden joined Simon's House in grade 11 and became an active member of school life. She was involved in the Senior School Spring Production, Strings Large Ensemble, and the Symphony Orchestra. She also participated in SMU Promotion in Design and served as the stage manager for the musical, seeing months of effort come to life. Eden will pursue psychology at the University of British Columbia. Tegan Whipple. Coming from Singapore, Tegan joined Bolton House in grade 9 and later became a day student, yet remained an engaged member of the SMU community. He actively participated in basketball, rugby, the Japanese Culture Club, and Athletic Council. Known for his fun-loving and loyal nature, he cherished the friendships he made through boarding, camping trips, and team sports. Tegan is off to the University of British Columbia to pursue management in the fall. Wataru Yamato. Joining Bolton House in grade 9 from Sapporo, Japan, Wataru has been a valued member of the community. Leading the tennis team as a captain, he was also a member of the Japanese Culture Club, showing leadership, sportsmanship, and pride in his heritage. Known by peers and teachers alike as a kind and thoughtful individual, Wataru found his greatest joy in friendships formed with his Bolton brothers. He will be pursuing a degree in commerce at the University of Melbourne in Australia. Jung Ning Young. Nick joined Barnacle House in grade 10 from Kunming, China, and became an engaged member of the boarding community. He was actively involved in clubs such as the Medicine and Nutrition Club and Hat Club and played a valuable role on the Forage Fish team. Nick also embraced leadership in boarding life and developed a strong passion for creative writing, poetry, and storytelling. He will pursue sociology at the University of Toronto. Stephen Young. Hailing from Kunming, China, Stephen joined Barnacle House in grade 10. A talented musician, he performed both at the school and the University of Victoria, where he discovered the power of music to inspire and connect. Known for his humor and occasional coffee-fueled excuses, he skillfully balanced academics, athletics, and the arts. His warmth, drive, and support for others made him a cherished classmate. He will study commerce at York University in Toronto. Bradley Yu. From Shanghai, China, Bradley joined Bolton House in grade 10 and became an active member at SMU. He participated in basketball, the Medicine and Nutrition Club, Thai Culture Club, and ELL peer mentorship. He found the boarding experience meaningful, appreciating the unique opportunity to live under the same roof as his friends. Bradley plans to study in the Faculty of Arts and Science at the University of Toronto in the fall. Sophia Yu. Originally from Beijing, China, Sophia joined Timmins House in grade 9. A dedicated scholar, she explored her academic interests by taking part in competitions such as the Cayley Mathematics Contest and other science-related tournaments. Outside of the classroom, her involvement in the Strings Large Ensemble and Symphony Orchestra showcased both her passion for cello performance and her leadership abilities. Sophia will study life sciences at the University of Toronto in the fall. And for her exceptional achievement in the 3 sciences, Sophia is the recipient of the Alumni Association Award in Science. Alex Jung. Alex joined Barnacle House in grade 10 from Beijing, China, and quickly became a pillar of the SMU community. As a head of Barnacle House and leader of several clubs, including robotics, nutrition, SMU promotion in design, and photography, he demonstrated outstanding leadership, creativity, and compassion. Deeply involved in service, academics, and student life, Alex made a meaningful impact through his mentorship, volunteer work, and vibrant house spirit. Alex will study computer science at the University of British Columbia, and for his excellent contribution to the school, Alex is a recipient of a Head of School Award. I would now like to invite Megan Perry to the podium to present her group of graduates.
Good evening, everyone. Sonia Ayala. A citizen of the world, Sonia came to SMU as a day student in grade 8 from Moscow, Russia, and now calls Victoria home. Co-head of Musical Theater Club, she will cherish the lifelong friendship she built through music and theater, and called The Prom, her senior year musical, a highlight of her time here. She also ran Pride Alliance for 2 years. In September, Sonia will study theater and music at Sarah Lawrence College in New York. For her combination of skill, dedication, and service in musical theater, Sonia is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Jaco Chen. Jaco left his native Hong Kong to join Harvey House as a boarder in grade 10. He was a powerhouse player on the pitch, and the rugby tour of France and Italy was a highlight of his time here. A natural leader, Jaco founded the Finance and Accounting Club, which he went on to lead, and he was also a head of Harvey House and on the Business Club executive. Next fall, Jaco is off to the University of Toronto to study at Rotman Commerce. Pa Chokwatana. Pa moved to Timmy's house from Bangkok, Thailand in grade 10. At SMU, she made her mark as a peer mentor, helping younger students adjust to school life. In her boarding house, she organized cultural celebrations, where she built community and connected with students from different backgrounds. She credits SMU with growing her flexibility, resilience, and listening skills. Pa will head off to Ontario next fall to study economics at the University of Toronto. Brianna Chow. Originally from Hong Kong, Brianna joined SMU in grade 10 as a Winslow House boarder. She credits SMU with helping her become a positive and collaborative leader. A creative powerhouse, she raised house spirit by managing the Instagram account and designing custom hoodies. She calls her 2 years co-heading the SMU dance team a highlight of her time here. Brianna will travel to Vancouver in September to study neuroscience at the University of British Columbia. Tien Za Jerry Dung. From Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Jerry made a new home in Barnacle House in grade 11. Athletics were his passion, and he counted his overnight trip to Vancouver for the Badminton Provincial Championship as a highlight of his time here. He will treasure memories of friends at Barnacle House games and dinners, and be remembered for his cheerful and reliable nature. Jerry is looking forward to starting his degree in economics at the University of Warwick in England. Marcus Jurichkovich. Since he joined SMU in grade 2, Marcus showcased his athletic skills, most notably on the rugby pitch, where he grew as a player and as a person. He also made his mark as a leader, helping to run the engineering club, and as a dedicated scholar who was grateful for the support of his teachers. He will be remembered for his friendly and positive attitude. Marcus is off to the University of Victoria this fall to study engineering and play varsity rugby. Ilaria Dolden. Hailing from Comox, BC, Ilaria moved to Timmy's house as a boarder in grade 9. Kind and approachable, she was proud to be elected a head of house in her senior year and appreciated the opportunity to meet students of so many diverse cultures and backgrounds. A talented visual artist, She prioritized building her creative skills throughout her time here. Ilaria is off to Montreal in the fall to study engineering at McGill University. Tuli Egbeyemi. From Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Tuli joined Timmins House as a boarder in grade 11, where she made her mark as a leader, highlighting the Black experience as founder and head of the Black Student Union. She was a boarding prefect in grade 12 and showcased her patience and kindness as a volunteer coach for the Victoria Special Olympics. Outgoing and fun, she treasured her beach walks with friends. In September, Tuli will begin a Bachelor of Arts at the University of Toronto. Maria Garcia de Bustamante O'Donnell. A native of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Maria moved to Simon's House as a boarder in grade 11, making her mark as an athlete and leader. A fierce competitor in senior girls rugby, she also fostered a spirit of fun and enthusiasm as a head of Simon's House in her senior year, and celebrated her Latin roots as co-head of Spanish Language and Culture Club. Maria is headed to Marbella, Spain in September to begin a degree in Business and Global Hospitality Management at Les Roches. For her excellent contribution to the school, Maria is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Angel Guan. From Shanghai, China, Angel joined SMU in grade 9, finding a new home in Timmins House, where she made lifelong friends over 4 years. An outstanding visual artist, Angel loved creating a portfolio around her own inquiry questions. She went on to become an editor of Smart Magazine, co-head of Digital Arts Club, and editor-in-chief for Yearbook, where she learned new programs and designed the yearbook cover. Angel will study interactive media at New York University. For the greatest combination of skill, dedication, and service in the tradition of visual art, Angel is a recipient of the Nesta Bowen Horn Award. Liam Haberl. Liam came to SMU from Canmore, Alberta, joining Bolton House as a boarder in grade 11. His 2 years on the rowing team taught him the value of dedication and commitment, and he enjoyed sharpening his outdoor skills with friends through outdoor leadership. He will be remembered as a diligent but fun-loving student who valued opportunities to challenge himself. Liam heads to Kingston, Ontario in the fall to study engineering at Queen's University and row for the varsity team. Danny Kotze. Originally from Dawson Creek, Danny joined SMU as a day student in grade 9. His passion was athletics. He appreciated the bonds he built with friends on the junior and senior rowing team and called competing at nationals a highlight of his time here. He also credited outdoor leadership for teaching him how to navigate the outdoors. He won't forget the support he got from his SMU teachers. Danny will study mechatronics engineering at Queen's University. Carol Law. From Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Carol joined SMU as a boarder in Simon's House in grade 10. Kind and hardworking, she was a stalwart of SMU Performing Arts who invested herself fully in the senior choir. She found the preparation process scary but always a good experience, and credits SMU with helping her develop confidence and strong communication skills. This fall, Carol is off to King's College London to study data analytics and business and finance. Connor Ryan Lee. Connor came to SMU in grade 10 from Seoul, South Korea, settling into Bolton House, a place that he would call home for the next 3 years. Easygoing and inclusive, Connor made lifelong friends at SMU. He enjoyed involvement in the Korean Culture Club and was also a passionate athlete who played on the badminton team and enjoyed swimming and boarding house games. Connor will start a BA at the University of British Columbia in the fall. Jessica Legg. Coming from Hong Kong, Jessica joined Simon's House as a boarder in grade 10. In her first year here, she experienced Victoria's friendly nature while on the Terry Fox run. A dedicated artist and philanthropist, She'll treasure her memories running creative activities at Alumni Weekend. She built lifelong friendships on the sailing team, playing field hockey, and at house games. Jessica will embark on a dual degree in social policy and social development at Hong Kong University and UC Berkeley. Ruby Lian. From Jinan, China, Ruby joined SMU in grade 12 as a day student. She made new friends through the Arts Council, math, Chinese culture, and physics clubs, and loved inventing new lab equipment for the CAYPT physics tournament. Outside school, she volunteered as a tour guide at the Saanich Observatory. She credits SMU with teaching her how to be open to new ideas and find the courage to try new experiences. Ruby will study astrophysics and applied math at the University of California, Berkeley. Ethan Lin. Ethan joined Barnacle House in grade 9 from Bellingham, Washington. Diligent and friendly, he made his mark at SMU in the performing arts, playing in the senior orchestra. A violin virtuoso, he led the strings ensemble as concertmaster, where he enjoyed connecting with other musicians and making friends. His BC Cancer internship grew his interest in medical research. Ethan is off to the University of Toronto this fall to pursue medicine and a PhD in cancer immunotherapy. For excellence in music, Ethan is a recipient of the Blenko Cup. Noah Mello. Noah joined SMU as a day student in grade 6. An athlete and scholar, he enjoyed playing competitive volleyball and attending lunch trivia competitions. He counted winter camping in Strathcona Park, kayaking off the north end of the island, and hiking the Juan de Fuca Trail as highlights of his time here. He will be remembered as a loyal friend and a dedicated student. This fall, Noah is heading to Vancouver to study science at the University of British Columbia. Amia Nami. From Boston, Massachusetts, Amia joined SMU in grade 8 as a day student. A fierce competitor, she made her mark playing racket sports and was captain of the senior tennis team in grade 12. Kind and welcoming, she celebrated diversity as co-head of Intercultural Council. Out trips were a highlight because they allowed her to enjoy nature and connect with others. Next year, she will return to Boston to study biomedical science at Tufts University. For her excellent contribution to the school, Amia is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Olivia Pickering. Since she joined SMU in grade 8, Olivia pursued her passion in athletics, playing competitive basketball and soccer, and growing her teamwork and social skills. She credited the Outdoor Leadership Program for helping her build important skills like leadership, survival, and teamwork. She channeled her kindness into her role as link leader in her senior year. This fall, Olivia plans to galvanize the Camosun College women's basketball team and begin her studies in kinesiology. Lucia Schmidt del Rio. Lucia left Querétaro, Mexico for Victoria, BC, joining SMU in grade 9. 3 years playing senior volleyball, grew strong bonds with friends, and taught her the importance of teamwork. She helped run the Spanish Language and Culture Club for 2 years and was a link leader in grade 12. Her overnight kayaking out trip to the Gulf Islands was a highlight of her time here. Lucia will pursue a dual degree in law and international relations at IE University in Madrid, Spain. Beatrice Gray Sharp. Beatrice joined SMU in grade 9 as a day student, where she made her mark as a standout athlete, leader, academic, musician, and visual artist. Athletics, especially her years on the cross-country and track and field teams, grew her lifelong passion for running. In grade 12, she combined 2 core values, sustainability and connection, as co-head of Sustainability Council. Beatrice has a scholarship to the University of Victoria, where she will study politics and environmental science. For all-round excellence in character, scholarship, the arts, athletics, and leadership, Beatrice is the recipient of the Kerr Cup. Arlen So. A Victoria native, Arlen joined SMU as a day student in grade 4. He invested himself fully in the arts, performing on stage in numerous theater and musical productions and singing in the senior choir. In grade 11, he wowed audiences as Shakespeare in Something Rotten. A leader and advocate, he was a prefect in grade 12 and proud co-head of Pride Club. Arlen is off to the University of Toronto to study ethics, society, and law. For his excellent contribution to the school, Arlen is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Ryo Usugaya. From Tokyo, Japan, Ryo joined SMU as a Timmins House boarder in grade 9. Here, she grew her confidence and went on to be a head of Timmins House in grade 12. Competitive field hockey taught her persistence and how to balance academics and sports, and helped her build lasting friendships. Volunteering at Our Place Society and Cyber Seniors reinforced her goal of helping others. Next year, Ryo will study medicine at Pécs University in Hungary. Hazel Wong. Hailing from Hong Kong, Hazel came to SMU in grade 10, joining Timmins House as a boarder. Here, she celebrated her boarding sisters by contributing to a Timmins portfolio dedicated to cultural diversity and events. Performing arts were her passion. She played the harp in senior strings and orchestra. She also enjoyed the psychology and Cantonese clubs. Hazel will study psychology at University College London. Stephanie Zhuang. Stephanie joined SMU in grade 9 and quickly made an impression with her exceptional work ethic and unwavering determination. Beyond academics, she was a head of anatomy and physiology and chemistry clubs 2 years running, a student ambassador, and active in the Med Talk and Chinese culture clubs. Outside of school, she worked as a barista and was a proud member of Victoria's Green Team. Next September, Stephanie will study engineering science at the University of Toronto. I would now like to introduce Ms. Stella Guillen and the Senior Strings 2 and 3 classes to present The Mambo from West Side Story by Leonard Bernstein.
Thank you, Ms. Guillen Fabregas, and the members of the Senior Strings 2 and 3 classes for that beautiful music interlude. I would now like to invite John Mackay, President of the Parents Auxiliary, to the stage to help present the records of achievement to the graduates. Kendall Adams. Kendall, a Victoria local, arrived on our campus in grade 8. This year, as a Link leader, she welcomed new students and further strengthened her skills in the outdoor leadership program. She displayed her hardworking attitude and skill on the soccer and field hockey pitch, as well as in the classroom. Winning provincials, surfing trips, and hiking with her friends were highlights of her time at SMU. Kendall is looking forward to studying business at the University of Victoria next year. Bhavneet Ajla. A day student from Victoria, Bhavneet joined SMU in grade 6. As co-head of the Intercultural Council, she built connections between students and celebrated the diversity on campus. She was a dedicated member of the soccer teams throughout her time at the school, cherishing the friendships and memories made on the pitch. Bhavneet made a positive impact both as a leader and a teammate. This fall, she will head to the University of British Columbia, Okanagan to study kinesiology. Cameron Bono. A Victoria local, Cameron arrived at SMU in grade 9. He delved into the outdoor education and business offerings here at SMU, leading 3 clubs this year. The sea kayaking trip, beating Mr. Bates in golf, and playing goal for his local hockey team are highlights. He also enjoyed launching rockets in physics class. A hardworking and reliable friend and classmate, he valued the connections he has made. Cameron will attend the University of Waterloo in the fall to study mechanical engineering. Ben Boonsermit. Ben came to SMU and Harvey House from Bangkok, Thailand in grade 9 and quickly embraced community life. As co-head of Thai Culture Club, he proudly shared his rich and unique culture with others. His time in boarding was especially meaningful, filled with close friendships, fun house games, and lasting memories. Grateful for the support and learning he experienced at SMU, Ben now looks ahead as he travels to the UK to study chemical engineering at University College London. For his excellent contribution to the school, Ben is a recipient of the Head of School Award. Gabby Chen. Originally from Vancouver, Gabby joined us as a day student at SMU in grade 8. She is proud of being a head of the Formula One Club, where she bonded with other race fans. She stayed busy volunteering at Royal Jubilee Hospital and enjoyed being a part of the SMU community where she felt welcomed and supported. Gabby will study science with the goal to eventually work in medicine or pharmacy at the University of British Columbia next year. Yule Choi. Yule joined SMU in grade 10 from Portland, Oregon, originally from Daegu, South Korea. She enjoyed being a part of our international campus and was a proud member of Simon's House. She led as a boarding prefect and showed her creativity in her classes and as a stage manager of the musicals. Yule is proud of the service work she did with the Korean Girl Scouts organization. She will pursue an arts degree at the University of British Columbia next fall. Lucy D'Souza. Lucy, a Victoria local, started at SMU in grade 9. As the co-head of both the French and Entrepreneurs Club, she found ways to inject her positive attitude into the group environments and lead with excitement. She was a proud member of both the Arts and Intercultural Councils and enjoyed the debate, economics, investment, and book lovers clubs too. Lucy will study at the University of Toronto in their social science programs in September. Ben Dima Kulangan. Ben joined the SMU community in grade 6. While at the school, he enjoyed being able to participate in athletics, academics, and outdoor education. He was a member of the track and field team this year and has fond memories of his grade 11 out trip in the blistering cold, but surrounded by friends and the beauty of nature. He'll be remembered for his friendly and approachable personality. Ben will study commerce at Queen's University in September. Brody Harris. Brody joined our community in grade 4, diving into the sports that shaped him as both an athlete and a person. Every basketball and volleyball practice, game, and tournament left a lasting impression. This year, he took on the role of Link leader, using his friendly nature and welcoming spirit to support new students. Brody's positive energy and leadership will carry forward as he heads to UBC to study commerce at the Sauder School of Business. Brady Sue. Hailing from Hong Kong, Brady joined Harvey House in grade 9. He was a proud rower and attributed the sport to fostering many of his standout qualities. A leader and performer in many bands, he brought energy to the drum and percussion section. He helped lead the Hack, Robotics, and Rocketry clubs, and his love of physics, mathematics, engineering, and airplanes will jet him off to the University of Southern California to pursue aerospace engineering. For his excellent contribution to the school, Brady is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Cindy Huang. Originally from Shanghai, China, Cindy joined Winslow House in grade 9. She served as co-editor-in-chief of the yearbook and was co-head of the Culture Club, showcasing her creativity and leadership. She also founded the Digital Arts Club, designing posters for school events. Cindy's quiet, kind leadership left a lasting mark, including her work on a new stained glass window in the chapel. In September, she will study social sciences at the University of British Columbia. Yuriko Ishikawa. Yuriko came to us from Tokyo, Japan, joining Simon's House in grade 9. She was a head of house and co-head of the Japanese Culture and Howard Business Clubs and a member of the ELL Peer Support Program. New to field hockey, she proudly served as developmental team captain for 2 years. Yuriko will be remembered for her friendly, positive nature and the connections she made at SMU. This fall, she will return to Japan to study liberal arts at Ritsumeikan University in Osaka. Kin Jivavatanasok. Joining Barnacle House in grade 9 from Bangkok, Thailand, Kin found ways to challenge himself on campus. He was the co-head of Economics Club and enjoyed discussing real-world issues with like-minded peers. He performed in 2 musicals and loved pushing himself out of his comfort zone. He valued the connections and experiences he had at SMU. Next year, Kin will be attending the Stern School of Business at New York University. Sahib Karana. Arriving from Bangkok, Thailand, Sahib joined Barnacle House in grade 11. He was a proud member of the golf club where he found a way to connect and share his passion for the sport. He gained business experience by working at the Howard Cafe. This positive, fun-loving student counted the school trip to Hawaii as his most memorable experience, creating great friendship bonds and memories. Sahib will study business in Melbourne, Australia next year. Sahiba Karana. Sahiba became a Winslow warrior in grade 11, traveling to SMU from Bangkok, Thailand. She cherished the boarding community and the strong friendships she made. She shared her culture on campus through the Thai Culture Club, which also helped keep her connected to her home. The Whistler trip this last year is her most memorable school experience off campus. This kind, curious student looks forward to studying international relations in Thailand or Australia next year. Yuri Kim Lengju. Yuri, a boarder from Bangkok, Thailand, joined Winslow House in grade 11. She was an active member of Thai Culture Club, adding to our multicultural student body. As the Winslow House Instagram manager, she used her creative flair to highlight the strong bonds within the house. Quiet and friendly, she enjoyed her 2 years at SMU. Next year, she will head to either the UK or Australia to study architecture and begin an exciting new chapter. Sam Kriegler. Sam drove south from Courtenay, BC in grade 11 and was a proud member of Barnacle House. He immediately found our sports offerings, joining the rowing team where he won a gold medal with his boat at the 2024 National Championship Regatta. He enjoyed the outdoor education program and had a memorable winter camping trip where friendships and memories were made. Sam is excited to study business at UVic in the fall, where he will also row for the Vikes. Chloe Lamb. A Victoria local, Chloe joined SMU in grade 8. She took pride in her volunteer work, which allowed her to give back, gain valuable experience, and make a difference. Her creativity shone when her poster was selected for the winter concert, an honor she cherishes. She fondly recalls outdoor education trips that combine challenge, adventure, and lasting friendships. In September, Chloe will begin studying biology at the University of Victoria, excited to continue learning close to home. Marcus Lamb. Marcus arrived in Bolton House in grade 9 from Hong Kong. He immediately engaged in the arts, academics, and athletic programs here at SMU. A school prefect, and avid soccer and rugby player, he represented our school teams each year. The sea kayaking and surfing out trips were memorable and boosted his confidence, strengthened his teamwork skills, and created lasting memories. Marcus will head to UBC this fall to study economics. Isabel Leroy. Isabel came to SMU in grade 10. She was a school prefect this year and cherishes the memories she made as both a volleyball and soccer player. The outdoor leadership program was key to her experience, where she explored, connected, and savored the breaks from busy school life. The Environmental Science 12 trip to Vargas Island and provincial tournaments were also highlights. Isabel is excited to move to Ontario to study science at Queen's University next year. For excellence in athletics combined with character and scholarship, Isabel is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Marianne McCauley. Marianne joined our community in grade 8 and was a link leader this year. She balanced the arts and her academics brilliantly, enjoyed her rigorous classes, and found her love of performing. The Victoria Voices poetry competition and Wang and the Gang were highlights. Her most memorable experiences were attending the Tier List Club and spending time with friends. Marianne is off to the University of Toronto to study creative writing in September. Dash Nelson. Dash became a day student in grade 9, showing his friendly, helpful spirit ever since, including as a link leader in grade 12. He stayed active through track and field and the senior boys soccer team and was thrilled to make the provincials this year. The sea kayaking out trip was a highlight, offering unforgettable camaraderie and stunning encounters with nature and wildlife. Next year, he will pursue health and exercise science at UBC Okanagan. Mam Nin Tong Kam. Coming from Bangkok, Thailand, Mam joined Winslow House in grade 10. She was a link leader and found myriad ways to showcase her creativity. On the yearbook team, she enjoyed telling stories through designs, drawings, and color. She thanks her teachers for their support and her friends for their love. She felt seen as people at SMU appreciated her talents and strong work ethic. Mam will study engineering at Western University in Ontario this September. Joss Olson. A Victoria resident, Joss began at SMU in grade 8. She was involved in many athletic endeavors, won 2 provincial banners in soccer and basketball, and she was co-head of the Athletic Council this year. The outdoor leadership program and out trips were great memories where she enjoyed experiences in nature with close friends. She will miss SMU's welcoming and supportive community. Joss will join Thompson Rivers University next year on her pathway to studying education. Jonathan Uing. From Hong Kong, Jonathan joined SMU as a boarder in grade 10 and was proud to serve as a head of Harvey House this year. He led many clubs and immersed himself in our school community. The arts was something very close to his heart, and his performances with the band and orchestra, as well as his leadership of the Smart magazine, were highlights for him. Jonathan will join Rotman Commerce at the University of Toronto in September. Tim Fataija. From Karlsruhe, Germany, Tim came to SMU in grade 10 and was a member of Harvey House. Being a part of the diverse and culturally rich boarding community is something he holds dear. He is proud of his role on both the senior boys rugby and soccer teams for the great relationships forged and the fun memories created. Tim will begin his education at the Vienna University of Economics and Business in the fall. Alexander Polyakov. Sasha joined Bolton House in grade 10, coming from Vladivostok, Russia. He was proud of his role as co-head of the Slavic Club, where he shared his culture and added to our diverse and inclusive community. He hopes to be remembered as a good classmate and a diligent student, and he thanks the students at SMU for all their support and friendship. Sasha will study civil engineering at the British Columbia Institute of Technology in Vancouver next year. Kai Ross. Kai joined SMU in grade 9 as a day student. In her final year, she served as a link leader, welcoming new students with her kindness and inclusive spirit. She thrived on the senior girls rugby team, where she found fun, friendship, and athletic challenge. Kai valued how SMU shaped her into someone she is proud to be. With gratitude for her high school journey, she now heads to UVic to study psychology. Chloe White. Arriving from Brisbane, Australia, Chloe joined Timmins House in grade 10 and quickly found her stride. She enjoyed being a co-head of the psychology club, where she could explore the topic with like-minded students. She also shared her passion for art and design with the community through her posters and original artwork displayed around campus. Chloe is excited to travel to Scotland this fall to study biomedicine at the University of Edinburgh. Candice Wu. Candice started as a day student at SMU in grade 8. She was truly a creative spirit, and she was co-head of the Arts Council. She performed in both orchestras and quartets, and she made sure that art initiatives happened throughout the school year for others to enjoy. She mentioned the close friendship she has made as a highlight for her. A caring and committed student, Candice will study life sciences at the University of Toronto, and for her excellent contribution to the school, Candice is a recipient of the Head of School Award. Hanson Yu. Hanson joined the school in grade 8, a boarding lifer in Bolton House. He found his place in various clubs at the school and on the track and field team. Highlights for him are performing in piano concerts and competing at track meets with his friends. He is thankful for all the opportunities he was given and for the lifelong bonds he made in boarding. Hanson will study computer science at the University of British Columbia in September. Max Zhang. Max arrived as a day student at SMU in grade 6 from Shanghai, China. He was a dedicated member of the physics club and enjoyed competing in the UBC Physics Olympics. He also spent time with the engineering club, where he could work on various mechatronic projects. He appreciated all of the friends he made here and the support that his teachers gave him. Max is excited to study engineering at the University of Victoria next year. Larisse Zhao. Larisse joined SMU in grade 6 and quickly became a dedicated student, musician, and global citizen. She co-led both the Sustainability Council and Piano Club, reflecting her passions. A natural performer, she played in the jazz band, organized concerts, and contributed to school musicals on stage and in the pit. Deeply committed to environmental causes, she organized chapels and clothing swaps. Optimistic and kind, Larisse is off to study health promotion and disease prevention at the University of Southern California, and for excellence in music, Larisse is a recipient of the Blanco Cup. I would now like to invite Doug Palm to the podium to introduce his group of graduates.
Harry Kai. Originally from Shanghai, China, Harry joined SMU in grade 9. A proud Barnacle House member, he treasured the friendships he's formed, calling it his second family. Highlights of his time included playing both badminton and tennis. Grateful to the SMU community for inspiring his future self, Harry was known for his kindness and empathy. This fall, he heads to the University of Toronto to study computer science and continue shaping his path. Carlotta D'Amico. Joining SMU in grade 10 from Kilchberg, Zurich, Carlotta has been actively involved since her arrival. A member of Winslow House, her leadership as head of house this year was evident through her amicable and hardworking example. While a contributing member of the field hockey and rugby teams was significant, Carlotta's experiences in the outdoor leadership program were amongst her most memorable. She is excited to be studying psychology at University College Dublin in Ireland next fall. Matthew Degoe. Originally from Prescott, Arizona, and now living in Victoria, Matthew arrived at SMU in grade 6. Being a member of the strings ensembles since his arrival was a highlight, and particularly this year's Argentina trip, where he made both new friends and memories in a new culture. This high-performing, nationally ranked swimmer continues to be active in clubs and councils at school. Matthew will be attending the University of New Brunswick this fall to study engineering and compete on the varsity swim team. Luke Deneau. A day student and Victoria-born, Luke arrived at SMU in grade 10. His leadership has been significantly felt as a link leader in outdoor leadership, head of the Business Leadership Program, and Debate Club. This year's second place in cross-country provincials as a team and his seventh place individually were a highlight. Serious, intelligent, and occasionally spontaneous, Luke will be studying business management next fall at the University of San Diego. Darren Fong. Darren joined SMU in grade 10 from Hong Kong and quickly found a home in Bolton House, where he's grateful to have lived among close friends. Passionate about service, he took part in meaningful work with the Circle of Impact Club. He is also proud of his development as a boxer. Known for his calm, kind, and diligent nature, Darren will study psychology at the University of British Columbia with hopes of pursuing a future in counseling. Sophia Huang. Originally from Xi'an, China, and now living in Victoria, Sophia joined SMU in grade 8. A passionate visual artist, she brought creativity and leadership as co-head of Arts Council, launching new initiatives to engage more students. She also led the Art History Club and served as a student ambassador. Having explored nearly every art course at SMU, it's no surprise she will study illustration at Parsons School of Design in New York this fall. Helen Jiang. Originally from Shanghai, now living in Victoria, Helen joined SMU in grade 8 and quickly became an active part of the community. She participated in the math, med talk, and biology clubs, the dance team, and co-founded the Calculus Club. As co-head of the Academic Council, she found meaning in bringing creative ideas to life and supporting peers. Curious, driven, and caring, Helen will study biological sciences and attend the Ivy School of Business at Western University this fall. Ben Kuzminski-Perry. This Victoria resident arrived at SMU for grade 6. Highly involved in the community and many clubs in the performing arts, this gifted thespian and orator noted his portrayal of Nick Bottom in Something Rotten as a highlight. In class, he particularly recalled writing and directing a short film starring the theater company and actually having everyone participate on a weekend. It is no surprise that this Chancellor Scholar will be studying drama at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, and for his excellent contribution to the school, Ben is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Kenneth Lai. Kenneth joined SMU and Bolton House in grade 9 from Hong Kong. Curious, positive, and diligent, he found joy and connection through the Strings program, especially in performing for others. Bolton House, its community of friends, boarders, and house parents gave him a strong sense of belonging and a space to grow. Always one to enjoy the moment, he is grateful for these experiences. Kenneth heads to the University of Toronto this fall to study life sciences. Jessica Liao. Originally from Shenzhen and now in Victoria, Jessica joined SMU in grade 6. She embraced opportunities in outdoor leadership and peer mentoring, where she grew both as the leader and a mentor. Reflecting on her time at SMU, she remarked, "You can start the day in a blazer and end it knee-deep in mud, an experience full of challenge, chaos, and connection." Deeply caring and engaged, Jessica will study health sciences at the University of British Columbia this fall. Ryan Lee. This Victoria resident and day student, initially from Guiyang, China, arrived at SMU for grade 8. Highly involved in athletics, and especially with the volleyball team, Ryan savored the friendships and bonds he made, along with being able to coach in the middle school. His contribution as a link leader this past year allowed him to support new students to begin strong at SMU. Kind-hearted and always positive, Ryan will study life sciences at the University of Toronto this fall. Eduardo Lance Lopez. Arriving from Mexico City in grade 11 as a Bolton House boarder, Lance was initially a bit shy. He cited his opportunities on the outdoor leadership trips, especially the skiing, along with the downtown art exhibit as most meaningful to him. His time at SMU helped him connect with people all over the world, and he is thankful for this opportunity. Lance will be studying business administration at Hult International Business School in London, England in the fall. Insi Luangtana Anand. Insi joined SMU in grade 10 from Bangkok, Thailand, and quickly became an active community member. He found meaning through his involvement in the Thai Culture Club, sharing his traditions and seeing his peers embrace them. In boarding this year, he felt a strong sense of connection and responsibility, especially while mentoring younger students. Kind, hardworking, and independent, Insi will study accounting and finance at King's College London this fall. Maya McConaughey. A day student from Victoria, Maya joined SMU in grade 6 and quickly became a valued member of the community through her kindness and supportive nature. She is grateful for how SMU helped her grow and understand the power of collaboration. A highlight of her senior school years was the economics field trip, where she appreciated gaining real-world experience and the development she showed in her dancing. Maya will study social sciences at the University of Victoria this fall. Isla McVeigh. Victoria resident Isla joined SMU in grade 10 as a day student and has contributed meaningfully to the community. As Wellbeing Council co-head, she created a welcoming space and was a supportive presence for others. A highlight for Isla was volunteering at Royal Jubilee Hospital, where she built lasting connections. Always kind, energetic, and positive, Isla will study in the Faculty of Science at the University of British Columbia with plans to pursue medicine or biochemistry. And for her excellent contribution to the school, Isla is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Bosco Ngan. Bosco arrived from Hong Kong in grade 10 and became a part of Harvey House. He actively participated in the business and mahjong clubs, and he also served on the Service Council, valuing the connections and learning they offered. Most meaningful to him was the support and kindness of his boarding community, which helped him grow and become more independent. This fall, Bosco will study economics at the University of British Columbia. Danny Nguyen. From Hanoi, Vietnam, Danny began at SMU in grade 9, living in Barnacle House. Enthusiastically involved, Danny was a member of the cross-country team, served on the Arts Council, was a valued member of the Strings Ensemble, and embraced the outdoor education opportunities over the past 4 years. He is most thankful for the community for seeing him and supporting him on his journey. Danny will study at the Beatty School of Business at Simon Fraser University this fall. Kiyomi Nishima. From Victoria, Kiyomi joined SMU in grade 6. Soccer was a constant for her, and as co-captain of the senior team this year, she was proud of the strong team bond they built. Involved in many clubs and councils, she brought kindness, empathy, and positivity to each one. Grateful for the support she received, Kiyomi especially loved seeing her grad class grow into amazing individuals. This fall, she heads to the University of Victoria to study psychology and environmental studies. Luis Osuna Santos. Luis joined SMU in grade 9 from Los Cabos, Mexico, becoming a proud member of Harvey House. Through house games and shared moments in boarding, he learned the value of working together like a family. A dedicated member of the boys' soccer team for 4 years, he developed discipline, teamwork, and lasting memories. Calm and kind, Luis appreciated SMU's diversity and how it broadened his perspective. This fall, he will study business at Tec de Monterrey in Guadalajara. Jose Maria Pismore. Jose arrived from Mexico City to begin grade 11 in Bolton House. He valued his time in boarding, living alongside and connecting with his housemates, who became brothers to him. Initially, Jose admitted that he struggled, but persevered through this challenge and has since enjoyed successes in his studies and thrived in Spanish Club. Next year, Jose will study business administration at St. Edward's University in Austin, Texas. Alessandra Wadzitsti Raniolo. Harvey House welcomed Alessandro from Kingcome Inlet, BC for grade 11. He immediately stood out as an exceptional community member. A boarding prefect, he strongly advocated for the students. Involved in a myriad of clubs and contributing meaningfully to each of them, he particularly notes that outdoor leadership provided many highlights and learning experiences for him. This fall, Alessandro will study kinesiology at the University of British Columbia as SMU's first ever winner of the prestigious Loran Scholarship. Aaron Sheeran. Aaron joined SMU in grade 7 as a day student, quickly becoming a valued member through his kind and helpful nature. Since grade 9, squash has been important for him, both team competition and personal balance. Active in clubs and events, he especially enjoyed being co-head of the tier list club for the fun it brought. Another highlight was the Cuba band trip in grade 10. This fall, Aaron will study engineering at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario. Lila Shetty. A Victoria resident, Lila arrived at SMU for grade 6 as a day student. Her fondest memories revolve around the musicals, her love of performing, and her leadership as a dance captain for Something Rotten in the Prom, supporting her fellow castmates. The AP Physics C rocket launch chaos and being a book club co-head were other memories she will keep close. Lila is off to study engineering at the University of British Columbia in the fall, and for her contribution, an excellent contribution to the school, Lila is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Crawford Sly. A Victoria resident, Crawford arrived at SMU to begin grade 9. His leadership was felt most significantly as a link leader, a student ambassador, and as co-head of the Med Talk Club. Organizing initiatives allowed him to connect with others, foster awareness, and gain public speaking skills. Volunteering at Royal Jubilee Hospital was also a highlight for him. Curious, dedicated, and respectful, Crawford will be studying physiological sciences at University of California, Los Angeles in the fall. And for his outstanding commitment to community service outside of the school, Crawford is a recipient of the Guru Salver Award. Cedric Tan. Originally from Hong Kong, Cedric joined SMU and Harvey House in grade 11. A proud member of the badminton team, he values the friendship, teamwork, and determination the sport fostered. Through the physics club and its participation in the Physics Olympic Challenge, he discovered the power of collaboration. Above all, he is grateful for the strong connections he built with so many wonderful people at SMU. This fall, Cedric will study mechanical engineering at University College London in the UK. Reese too. Reese, a Victoria Day student, joined SMU in grade 10 and quickly became a valued member of the community, always studious and friendly. As a prefect, he proudly launched new initiatives focused on well-being in STEM. As co-head of the engineering club, he inspired innovation and research, and his time on the rugby, soccer, and rowing teams left lasting memories. Grateful for the amazing, kind people he's met, Reese will study engineering science at the University of Toronto next year. And for his excellent contribution to the school, Reese is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Emily Wu. Emily joined SMU in grade 7 from Victoria and quickly became a caring and supportive presence. As a link leader, she welcomed new students with kindness. A co-head of the songwriting club, she nurtured creativity and produced and recorded an original award-winning composition. Though sidelined by injury this year, she remained active in volleyball through coaching and refereeing. Emily will attend Western University in the fall to pursue a dual degree in psychology and music. Yanyu Zhang. Originally from Beijing and now in Victoria, Yanyu joined SMU in grade 8 as a day student. A highlight was her time on the senior volleyball team, especially their semifinal win at Islands to qualify for provincials. The band trip to Argentina was a memorable finale for her, complete with learning the tango. Free-spirited and passionate, she was grateful for the many opportunities to represent SMU. This fall, Yanyu will study international economics at the University of British Columbia. I would now like to invite Denise Lamarche to the podium to present our Life for Graduates.
Hello. I am delighted to present to you our 27 graduates who represent what we call the lifers of the class of 2025. This group has been with us since kindergarten or grade 1, and they are students who started their journey with us in their red shirts when they were first learning their basic skills. As a special surprise to them, we have invited one of their kindergarten teachers here to present them with their graduation certificates. While I read through their bios that they co-wrote with their academic advisors, I would now like to invite Mrs. Margaret Lincoln up to the stage. Charlie Anderson. Victoria-born Charlie joined us in grade 1, making her mark on the courts and fields as a multi-sport athlete. She credits this experience with developing her work ethic and her resilience, and she was a key member of the 2025 Senior Girls Provincial Champion basketball team. A kind and friendly student, she welcomed new students as a link leader this year, a role she found very rewarding. In the fall, Charlie heads off to Queen's University to study at the Smith School of Business, and for excellence in athletics, combined with character and scholarship, Charlie is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Avli Bell. Avli joined us in kindergarten and has been an active and valued member of the school community ever since. As a link leader this year, she brought warmth, inclusivity, and a spirit of connection to our new students. Her commitment extended to athletics through rowing, where she learned the importance of balance and perseverance. Avli is known for her caring nature and strong work ethic, and in the fall she is heading to the University of Bristol in England to study economics and accounting. Will Cudahy. Since his kindergarten days, Will nurtured multiple passions along the way and was highly involved in what SMU had to offer. He was co-head of the Trivia and Model UN clubs, and he participated in the band program, which included a memorable trip to Cuba last year. He was an avid participant in outdoor education, which included a winter camping excursion and hiking at the peak of Mount Albert Edward. He capped off a wonderful SMU career as a head prefect. In September, Will looks forward to starting his studies in engineering at the University of British Columbia, and for exceptional citizenship, moral responsibility, and positive impact on the community, Will is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Zachary Ding. Zachary came to SMU in kindergarten and definitely made the most of his time here. A keen member of the Academic Council, Zachary was also active in the calculus, engineering, and yearbook clubs. He sang in the choir and competed on the robotics team. As co-head of the physics club, Zachary loved running experiments at night with friends and found a whole new community in grade 12 when he joined the cast of our musical, The Prom. Next year, Zachary will study engineering in Vancouver at the University of British Columbia. Julian Gale. Julian joined us in kindergarten and has never looked back. A keen student, he immersed himself into school life. He led 5 clubs and was always engaged with energy and joy. His proudest achievement was writing and directing 2 full-length plays. He considered drumming to be a lifelong therapy for him, and he always looked like he was having fun on those drums. This year, he earned Triple Arts colors for creative writing, band, and theater. Julian, driven and creative, heads to the University of Toronto to study theater production this fall, and for his excellent contribution to the school, Julian is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Avery Geddes. Avery has always been a dedicated and inspiring presence in our SMU community. As a prefect and standout athlete, she competed in 3 sports each year, earning provincial gold medals in field hockey, soccer, and basketball. Through these teams, she built lasting friendships and gained a deep appreciation for teamwork and leadership. Avery will bring her experiences with her this fall to play varsity women's basketball and study science at the University of Victoria, and for all-around excellence in character, scholarship, the arts, athletics, and leadership, Avery is a recipient of the Kerr Cup. Aaron Gill. Aaron joined us in kindergarten and enjoyed all that our 3 SMU campuses had to offer, and he grew into a dedicated student and talented musician. This year, he played 3 instruments in the pit orchestra. He was a member of many clubs. He served as a school prefect and has been known for his friendly, kind, and supportive nature. A highlight of his time at SMU was a music trip to Argentina, where he made lasting memories with friends. In September, Aaron will study arts and science at McMaster University with future plans to pursue law. Christopher Hoydle Payne. Christopher joined SMU in kindergarten, and throughout his time at the school, he was known for his kindness, respect, and curiosity. Christopher is an avid and accomplished baseball player, and he remained committed to the sport that he said raised him to be the person he is today. At SMU, he particularly enjoyed the evening art classes and the family-like community he found there. This fall, Christopher will be studying psychology at the University of Victoria. Connor Kipling. Joining SMU in kindergarten, Connor has been a hardworking, thoughtful leader. He took his talent and passion for volleyball beyond SMU, joining club play in Victoria. He valued giving back at the school and did so by helping to coach middle schoolers. He appreciated the passion of his teachers at SMU, crediting them with sparking new areas of interest for him. Next fall, Connor will study computer science and play volleyball at Cambrian College in Sudbury, Ontario. Caitlin Kirkpatrick. Caitlin joined SMU in kindergarten, making her mark as a leader, musician, and scholar ever since. She has been the co-head of the Entrepreneurs Club for the past 2 years, and she also mentored new grade 9s as link leader this year. She played in our jazz and concert bands, the pit orchestra, and enjoyed music trips to Cuba and Argentina. She is grateful for the bond she has formed at SMU, particularly with her fellow lifers. This fall, Caitlin will travel to Kingston, Ontario to study commerce at Queen's University. Braxton Lechner. Joining us in grade 1, Braxton's artistic talent eventually shone, and he became known to many as a natural Picasso. From the time he could hold a crayon, he's created compelling art pieces, especially in AP Studio Art. Braxton is also a key member of the rugby program, a game he credits with helping him grow as a team player and leader. For his impact there, he was recently recognized at our athletics banquet. In particular, the rugby team trip to Italy and France was a highlight for him. In September, Braxton will head over to Vancouver to study illustration at Emily Carr University of Art and Design. Chelsea Lee. Chelsea has enjoyed a full and vibrant 13-year journey at SMU, engaged in all areas of school life, from arts to academics to leadership. She shone as a head prefect known for her smile, kindness, and inclusivity. She loved being part of 4 musicals, building strong friendships and lasting memories. Curious and enthusiastic, Chelsea hopes to be remembered for her commitment and carpe diem spirit. This fall, she will study biochemistry at the University of Victoria, and as a student with exceptional achievement in 2 or more modern languages, Chelsea is a recipient of the Modern Languages Award, and for exceptional citizenship, moral responsibility, and positive impact on the community, Chelsea is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Elliot Murray. Elliot joined us in kindergarten and has made his mark at SMU on the basketball and volleyball courts. Making it to provincials in basketball in his senior year was a true highlight. A deeply engaged and truly passionate learner, Elliot will be remembered by peers and faculty for his nuanced and philosophical approach to life. He credits his time at the school for teaching him about the importance of appreciating perspectives. In September, Elliot is heading to Montreal to study business and English literature at McGill University. Jacob Meadows. Jacob blended his love for the outdoors, athletics, and academics throughout his time at our school since his kindergarten year. As a link leader this year, he helped new students feel the strong sense of community he has cherished. He enjoyed competing in basketball and volleyball, forming lasting friendships and gaining valuable life lessons. His highlight was the outdoor leadership program, where he deepened his love for nature. In September, Jacob is heading to Vancouver to study arts at the University of British Columbia. Haven Miller. Haven has attended SMU since kindergarten. As co-head of the grad committee, he was proud of the team's efforts to make their final year unforgettable. Haven has been deeply involved in Model UN since grade 7, and he developed skills in public speaking, debate, and collaboration, an experience he considers a highlight. This fall, Haven will take his entrepreneurial spirit to Montreal to the Desautol Faculty of Management at McGill University. Caitlin Mullen. Calgary-born and Victoria-raised, Caitlin joined SMU in kindergarten. She was a model leader on campus as co-head of an active service council, driving many successful initiatives. Known for her impact on the field hockey pitch, she finished her career as the team's co-captain. She found surprising delight in pursuing her artistic talents as well through the AP Studio Art course. Caitlin will play field hockey and study ocean sciences at the University of Victoria this fall, and for outstanding commitment to community service at school, Caitlin is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Liam Murtaugh. Liam joined SMU in kindergarten. Since then, he dedicated himself to the performing arts, playing in our strings program as well as the musical's pit orchestra. This year, he was a link leader to new grade 9 students, and he was also a head of the investment club. He credits outdoor education for introducing him to what is real cold, and loved his senior year music trip to Argentina for the incredible opportunity to travel with friends and experience a new culture. In September, Liam will head to Vancouver to begin a Bachelor of Commerce at the University of British Columbia's Sauder School of Business. Roshan Pathak. Roshan joined us in kindergarten, and throughout his time, he was a keen learner, enjoying a variety of academic and athletic challenges. Whether on the squash team as de facto captain this year, winning ISAs, or out trips in grade 9, he flourished in sport and in learning. He especially loved getting to know his grade group as they grew and learned together over the years. In September, Roshan will be heading to Montreal to pursue engineering at McGill University. Kate Pontefract. Okay, Kate Pontefract. Vancouver-born Kate stepped on the SMU campus in kindergarten, and she credits her 13-year experience for shaping her views on what it truly means to be part of a community. She was a member of the soccer and basketball teams and various councils. One special highlight for her was winning the basketball provincials this year with some of her lifelong friends. Kate is grateful to the SMU community for being supportive and also for encouraging her to pursue her artistic and athletic interests. This fall, Kate is off to Montreal to McGill University's Faculty of Arts. Will Porter. Will joined us in kindergarten, and throughout his time at SMU, he spent time in various areas, including the Athletic Council, basketball, soccer, and rowing teams, and the engineering club. This year, he had the opportunity as co-head of the real estate club. Known for his reliability, his thoughtful perspective, and kind heart, Will consistently demonstrated balance both in and out of the classroom. In September, he is heading to London, Ontario to study at the Ivey School of Business at Huron University at Western. Owen Sanquist Sherman. Joining us in kindergarten, Owen enjoyed a rich 13-year journey at SMU. As co-head of the law and spoken word clubs, he demonstrated dedication and leadership. Passionate about performance, he played in the strings ensemble, band, senior jazz, choir, at times, school musicals, and student-led groups. A committed athlete, Owen ran track and field and cross country all 4 years and achieved excellent results. Introspective, creative, and kind, Owen will pursue a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Music at UVic this fall, and for all-around excellence in character, scholarship, the arts, athletics, and leadership, Owen is a recipient of the Kerr Cup. Addison Sigurdsson. Since kindergarten, Addison has valued the friendships she made and was always known for her easygoing and friendly nature. She tried her hand at a variety of clubs from board games to Pride Club, but her favorite weekly highlight was always Pizza Day. She logged many hours outside of SMU training as a competitive equestrian athlete, where her true passion lies. Next year, Addison will take a gap year to work and travel before pursuing her career path. Dean Tatra. Dean joined us in kindergarten and has invested himself fully in school life, including athletics, councils, outdoor education, service, and clubs. This year, he took on the role of link leader for our new students. He credits sailing for showing him the importance of teamwork and is grateful to SMU for teaching him critical thinking, leadership, and citizenship. This fall, Dean is pursuing a scholarship to the University of Victoria to study social sciences and business. Bianca Tuaxon. Since kindergarten, Bianca has had a rich and accomplished school journey. As a link leader, her kind and energetic and inclusive spirit helped welcome our new students. A 4-year member of the tennis team, she fondly remembers island championships and provincial podium finishes. Band trips to Cuba and Argentina were also highlights for her. Bianca is grateful for the friendships and experiences SMU has offered her. This fall, Bianca is off to UCLA to study political science. Willow Zanov. Willow joined SMU in kindergarten. As a fun-loving academic and student leader, Willow co-led the law club and was also a link leader to new students. Willow's grade 10 music trip to Cuba was a highlight of her time at SMU. Rowing defined her high school years and helped to build great friendships. The Victoria City Rowing Club allowed her to compete for Canada in the Junior World Rowing Championships in 2024. This fall, Willow is heading to the University of Washington, where she received a rowing scholarship for the varsity women's team while studying social sciences. Griffin Weeks. Throughout his 13 years with us, Griffin was always known for his good sense of humor and thoughtfulness. Instrumental in Board Game Cafe, he enjoyed connecting with peers over their shared love of board games. Griffin valued the wide variety of academic opportunities at SMU, including having participated in choir over the years. Next fall, Griffin will head to the University of Victoria to study humanities. Will Woods. Since his kindergarten year, Will found himself at the heart of many sports, landing with the most passion for rugby and basketball. His fondest memories range from incredibly tense basketball finals to epic games of rugby on the Italy and France tour. Kind-hearted to the core, he deeply values the connections he forged on athletics teams. In September, Will head to the Haskins School of Business at the University of Calgary. Friends, family, faculty, and audience members, please stand and join us while we ring the bell and congratulate the St. Michael's University School Class of 2025.
We're not done yet. Please be seated. It now gives me great pleasure to turn the microphone over to a wonderful young person who has contributed massively to our school. They are known by everyone for their welcoming smile, their commitment to the school, and their positive outlook on life. There was little surprise that when it came to representing the graduating class, they were wholeheartedly induced by their peers. I am thrilled to introduce the 2025 valedictorian, Jaden Berger North.
Thank you. Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and students. My name is Jaden Berger North, and I am grateful to speak as the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2025. I know it's hot, and it's been a long ceremony. Thank you for being here with me in this moment. I'll try to make these minutes count. I never expected to be in this position. I never expected to be a member of the SMU community at all. Having attended public school my entire life, I was waitlisted until 2 days before the first day of grade 9. If one unnamed student had stayed enrolled, I would not be here. It's strange to think about the little things that compound to make up a life. I will forever thank that one unnamed student whose place I took. I'm grateful not only for being valedictorian, I'm grateful to be the valedictorian of St. Michael's University School. If you are here today, you are in some way responsible for the accomplishments of this class. I will not use this speech as a checklist of appreciation. However, I think some thanks must be given. To the bus drivers, groundskeepers, and others whose jobs go underappreciated, you are to thank for our beautiful campus and the myriad of small necessities that help our community flourish. To the teachers, whose role is to inspire, impart knowledge, and dispel doubt, I speak on behalf of the graduating class when I say you have succeeded. From the newcomers, like Ms. Martins, whose presence has continually inspired countless students, to those departing, like Mr. Turner, whose steadfast dedication to our school's growth will be remembered and cherished. Kudos to you. You have done an excellent job in cultivating this part of the next generation. To Elliot Murray, Mrs. Edgington, and Mr. Edgington for refining this speech and helping me give a send-off to a school that has given me so much. To my mom, my dad, and my brother Kyle for everything. Finally, to our graduating class, I am honored to speak on behalf of a group so uniquely bound. Ours is a community defined not only by optimism and empathy, but the unselfish wish for success. Your character has fostered communal values worthy of our pride. We have spent many great moments together at SMU, winning games or succeeding in classes, celebrating good news. These moments are easy to identify as important or life-altering, but they are spread between many smaller moments, like hours of assembly or CLC, which to many, and I apologize for saying this, could seem pointless. Standing there, awkwardly singing in chapel, or trying to time your double clap during athletics announcements, it may feel as if our connection is forced by mandatory attendance. That the moments we share are somehow obligatory or incidental, routine or banal. But I don't think that's true, because in the quiet between those claps, someone cracked a joke that was then referenced for weeks. Hidden in the hymn pauses and applause lies connection. Tiny, unnoticed, but alive. Sure, you can skip a work block and keep your grades intact, but you miss the small, unrepeatable minutes that bind us. If you're under the age of 40, you've probably seen a trend emerging on Instagram where users post random photos with the caption, "I almost forgot, this was the whole point." The important thing about these images is that they're rarely a photo of grand achievement. More often, they're pictures of a nice sunset or a good meal, sharing laughter with friends. The kind of everyday joy you might miss if you don't remember to look for it. It was not until earlier this year I began to think more deeply about our time here. I've thought about what the wise people of Instagram call the whole point and what it has been for us. In my eyes, our time is defined by the vast successes spread across campus, the historic accomplishments of our athletics, the assembly where we watched as the senior girls basketball team raised their provincial banner, the artistic prowess of our students, the presentations of the musical titled The Prom, the shows written, directed, and scored by Julian Gale, the play performed by the theater company, the grandiose concerts at UVic, and the art shows. The strength of our academic scene and scholarship wins, and an especially diverse set of university admissions. Babson, UBC, UC Berkeley, UNC Chapel Hill, U of T, NYU, UCL, and a plethora of other prestigious and unique institutions. The musical trip to Argentina, Oliver's chastisement in the graduating class's Snapchat group chat, the winter formal, Wang and the gang. To me, our time is defined by initiative and a unique commitment to our community. But this community has also been formed by many mundane memories. The whole point of your time here might be the accomplishments of our class, but it's also probably the bad workout music in PE class, the ivy on the schoolhouse, the cherry blossoms that emerge during springtime. What binds us together is not one event, but the accumulation of all of them. Moments good and bad, great and small, we were here together. This, I think, is what matters. It is so easy to forget the importance of the little things that make up a life until you see them ending. Most of you now will leave this room and never again will SMU be the way it is now. Whether that be a relief or a sadness, the fact is we have graduated. And so, class of 2025, as we move into this next stage, I urge you to admire everything that is the present, to live and never take for granted the beauty of living. I urge you to wonder, what was the point of SMU for you? Was it the post-game meals, the late-night study sessions that began with friends that began on question 1 and somehow, 4 hours later, also ended on question 1? The night you nailed a high C alone on stage? Or was it something even smaller? The warmth of the library's fireplace, the smell of the freshly cut grass in the morning, or the banter with teachers who see you as people rather than just students? Hold that instant in your mind. Let it remind you that the universe is unfolding as it should, that amongst the drudgery of daily life, it is still a beautiful world. At SMU, we have learned how to live. And so, class of 2025, vivat. In case you forgot, this is the whole point. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jaden. That is a poignant reminder of the importance of gratitude and recognizing the moments in life. Thank you. Graduates, one last message from me. I hope you will remember your SMU journey as one filled with exciting moments, both in and out of the classroom, where you had the chance to solidify your personal values, understand your beliefs, and grow your own worldview. As you begin this next chapter, I hope you take with you from SMU the curiosity to keep learning, the courage to lead with integrity, and the compassion to make a difference. The world needs your voice, your vision, and your heart. Go forward confident and know that you always have a home here at SMU. Congratulations, class of 2025. As we approach the conclusion of the ceremony and after the recessional, I would like to ask our students to join us in the Christine Duke Theatre for the cap toss, and I invite everyone to the lawns of Schoolhouse for light refreshments. Please stand for the singing of the school song, followed by Kevin Fletcher, who will share a final blessing.
Please remain standing if you're able. This won't take long. Jaden, that was inspired. And I would suggest that this is the moment when everyone is invited to pause and take a last look around the room. Because this is one of those times in life when we're about to collectively cross a threshold after which there's no return. A sweet sorrow, to be sure. And grads, you may be tempted to think, because you were the ones who walked across the stage, that this feeling of thresholds being crossed is yours alone. I assure you, it's not. It's deeply felt by all who have supported you along the way. Your loved ones in this room, those watching from afar. With that in mind, and before I close with a prayer, let's take that pause together, look around the room, and savor one last time this moment of celebration. Please interpret my words in a way that's meaningful to you. Let us pray. Gracious God, for bumps and bruises endured, for laughter and lessons shared, for vision and values expressed, we offer our thanks. And yes, as Jaden said, so much gratitude for peers and staff and family, for the opportunities that were extended our way, for the possibilities that lie before us on the other side of that threshold. Having received so much, may we find ways to build up others in return, leaving the world a more just and peaceful place. Finally, God, a prayer for our grads based on what was offered by Jaden in our head. May the lessons they learned guide them. May the friendships they built sustain them. And may the memories they forge remind them of the whole point. So we pray. Amen. The threshold is crossed. Go in peace. Vivat.
Thank you.